Hi everyone, happy Monday. Apologies, won't be a second. And apologies for not getting the full music in today. My stream key ran out, so I had to re-get it. Hi Magni, how are you doing? It's good to see you. So, I've been working on the build for a few days, and I have to figure out what we're going to do for part of the towers. Won't be a second. I'm just trying to find whether do I want to do that or don't I? You're quite good. That's awesome. So I put most of the tower toppers on, but I'm not happy with them. I need to put lightning rods on them anyway, but I was going to put them top and bottom of here like I've done over here, but I'm not sure I'm keen on them. So if I look at them, you can just see them there. So I'm wondering whether I alter that and put a wall here with one of those on the top of it instead. So let's grab some walls. I've got these bits. And then I'd have to remove the wall in the middle of that bit. But I'm wondering about putting something chiselled there. And whether to use the chiselled copper. Just to make it a little bit of a different colour. Or maybe I use black stone or I use deep slate. So we've got to kind of make up our mind what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to grab a stack of those. I want some black stone. So I want a stack of black stone. Oh, I'm putting 2 of my portals this weekend as well. So I'll show those off in a few minutes. There's 2 more of them to do. Where are you? I usually have some deep slate about. Here we go. Use a stack of you. And take the chisel to that. And I want... Where's the stone? Finding resources. I should have got organised before stream. But we all know what I'm like. Oh, okay, so I have some more of that there. That's good to know. Here we go. And we'll take the entire shulker with us. Got a lot of shulkers to get to tidy up. So, did you enjoy seeing Sakura's statue? I'm looking forward to seeing it later. Right. Let's reset the timer before we start getting hassled by flying rats. Right. So that's my portal. So I put a sword in that, and I have the same design over here. And the plan is, when the third set of towers goes in over there, I'll put a third one there, but the fourth one is going to go down on the island itself, further down, somewhere around here. It's so nice having rats off on another server you're on. Yeah, I can understand that, DMC. The flying rats are a bit of a pain. Right, so I'm thinking of changing this because I'm not over keen. I'm going to have to go rescue that lot afterwards because they're expensive. So if I take you out, the question is, do I just put you in? And then I can won't be a second, I'm gonna they're coming out in a minute. Oh, that's the wrong one. Give Sakura a chance. There we go. So I need to put a block there to point that way. Because like I say, I tried this way with just in front, but I've ended up I'm not keen on them. So we've got to figure out a new design. Right, so that's one. Where's the other bits? They like the copper, so it's a case of copper's expensive. I don't want to just... Okay. Can't say I'm seeing them. It's F3B? Yeah. I need to sort this side of the island out. Not sure I'm keen on that either. try the black stone and maybe we'll try down here. Yeah, I want the lightning rods, that way the villagers and what have you inside, they should be fine anyway, but it just needs a little bit of design of some kind. Nope, I don't like that either. Okay, so just using it as a temp block. Can I get on the trapdoor? You don't want a witch farm instead. Yeah, exactly. No, I like that even less. So I need to have something there, but these are a pain to build and I'm not sure I'm over keen on them. Change you. No. What did we do down here? We just left it with trapdoors around it, didn't we? That doesn't give me any lightning rods. Okay. Put you back in place. Go rescue that in a second. Okay. Go rescue that lot. I may just end up having to hide them in the corners. out of sight. Instead of making them a feature. Let's go see if we can rescue them. I wish these things would pop into your inventory a little easier. All the blocks that we knock out. It would make it easier. I thought I had items down here. It's not, it's fish. Okay. Rockets. Okay, so let's grab the ones off the top here. Because, yeah, they get everywhere. Right. Okay. Let's remove that. The reason they were on the top was because I wanted it to seem like this pattern was continuing up. But it seemed to look a little weird. I think I may just remove them. You're going to need so much copper next season, yeah. I'm just currently stripping out my third dungeon. Plus all the stuff I've bought in the shopping district, etc. Options? Stats. Placed, isn't it? Items. Times used. Okay, so I've used 20,000 copper blocks. Hi, how are you doing? It's good to see you, Kevin. So yeah, and 18,000 bulbs and 29,000 trapdoors. And I've also lots and lots of copper. But I've got copper all over the builds. So at least I think I'm knowing what I'm going to be doing with these. I think we're going to remove the lightning rods and the tuff and just leave it a little bit more simple. It is who you think it is. So yeah, so I will do that later and just, or maybe, I wonder if I should put trapdoors around them. How are the grandkids doing? Right, so let's find you. Put you away and you lot away. We'll stick this lot in here. At least I know I'm just going with those, so I'll replace that lot later. Trapdoors. I have a few here. They're growing like weeds. Oh, that's awesome. So what we're going to do next is try and figure out where the hallways need to be inside this build. Oh, let's turn off that while I remember. Oh, I also put in the little archers this weekend, which is why I'm on my third dungeon full of copper blocks. Let's go this way. Not worried about the top too much. Nope. Let's remove those. They don't look right. It's worth a try. I'm pretty sure Kevin has more than one grandkid. Could be wrong and misremembering. Which wouldn't be anything new. Two grandsons and a granddaughter. Yeah. I seem to remember you had a couple. But like I say, memory is one of those things. Right, so I need some more rockets. Right. Need some blocks. What I'm going to do is, I realised it's now that, is it? Oh, that's cool. You got everything matched up. I have a whole lot of bricks, so we might as well use some of the bricks for marking things out with. Yeah. It's going to be painful, as you need 44. The block, those aren't too bad. If, like I say, underneath this area are 3 dungeons, and out of 2 of them, I've got that many bricks, shulkers of bricks, and the 3rd dungeon I've only just started taking down. So you get a lot of bricks out of the dungeons, and I've used a whole bunch. Unless you mean normal bricks rather than tough bricks. Aye, you're still a young'un. You're younger than me. But if you mean normal bricks, then yeah, that's a pain. Obviously, you can trade with the villagers for them. Yeah, I would get a... Apologies, tickly throat. A mason hole would be my advice on that. If you have a hole full of masons. Yeah, well, mine is pretty much there too. As well, Kevin. So yeah. Right. I need to figure out how we're going to... The thing is, it's a case of transitioning from one room to another, because, like I said, we have the great hall and we have the kitchen, and then we have the outside. But I need to sort out the hallway, which is going to be interesting. Where are you? I just put you down. And I put you over here. What's left of yours is turning rapidly grey. Yeah, mine's been going grey since I was 25, so I don't worry about it. It is what it is. Right, so we have this for here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That just puts us in line with that one. So it has to be a minimum of this wide. I need at least 2, maybe 3 blocks. I'm going to go with 3. Right, the same for you two? Yeah. Oh dear, this is now going to have to go. It's in the way, which is a shame. It was a very good reference. Iron. Buckets, where are you? Okay, never mind. We'll just use a block. And that way things don't go all over the place. Right. Which means you would have to be knocked back a little bit. And the same on this side. Because we're going to have to shape the doorway coming in. Which means that would be there, and copper. Where are you? we'd have a block there to match that one. I'm going to have to move my shulker monster and tidy it up. Put you lot in here. I don't know what blocks we're going to be using yet, but we'll figure that out. Hi, Samaz. How are you doing today? It's good to see you. Right, so we'll have the doorway kind of like that for going outside. Hi, fantabulous one. Thank you for the roar. Yep. Okay. Not sure where this lot is going to. I'm really gonna have to tidy up, aren't I? And then, hang on, that's not gonna work. Gonna have to be at least here. Let's get things correct. Because then that would go that way. And we've got a bit of depth here. Is your daughter's 3rd birthday today? Well, happy birthday to your daughter, Samaz. That's awesome. I hope she's having a really good day. Right. Okay, and then here is slightly different because it's only a small room. So it should probably come pretty much straight out. But it can't come directly out, so this is doorway's going to have to change a little. So we're going to have blocks here. Let's pick you up. We're not quite so bad because of this wall, so maybe we could turn the corner here. It won't be that block, but I need to get a shape. Twitch wants your phone. Oh, that's weird, bless it. Yeah, Twitch can be awkward with other bits and bobs. Right, so we'd want kind of a shape like that. That gives me plenty of depth. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and only 3 here. But that's not too bad. We can live with that. No, I'm not keen on that. It's too narrow. So in which case would I just... How am I going to handle this? That would make it too flat. It'd at least have to be 2 blocks. Just so I can add some depth. Oh. Let's go that way. You should be able to whisper, Kevin. I would have thought. DMC. Or else if you want to send it me on Discord, I can try and send it to Kevin. But that's up to you. Then we'd have to keep it across this way. Let's sort that out. That wanted your phone number, okay. I think I still have... Let me check. Direct messages. Search. I never seem to get rid of anything. I have a bad habit of that. No. Nope. I don't have it anymore for some reason, which is weird. Never mind. Right, so that'd be there. Then we'd have to come out again here. What do I do about this? Don't think there's a doorway down here, is there? No, I didn't do one down here. And this is going to be a room. Yep. I was pretty sure I still had Kevin's in Discord because I don't remember deleting it. And I still have every message kind of thing that anybody ever sent me. I'm terrible that way. I just don't delete things. I probably should. But I never do. Right, so we'll need a doorway of some kind in this. But I'm going to take this down towards this side. That I must admit, I need to build something that's going to be narrow there. I still need to get some more of the lecterns and finish off the chapel. Right, so that was that. I'm wondering whether one, two, three, four. Only brings it to there. Then I can take it that way. That gives me a good few blocks. Okay, let's move you. I need to figure out how big the rooms hallways need to be. I don't want them to be too tiny. I want them to be kind of wide. So how are we doing there? Okay. So we're going to kind of duplicate. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on the 10. One, two, three. Okay. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's on the 10, not on the 11. Well, I would do, but we're still a fair bit, so... Okay, so that would take us to here. And then we can go around the corner. Right. I'm going to need to break it up with pillars. see what we've got here. Right, so that'd only bring one. How am I going to fix this? Oops, because I can't have the wall pattern there. Kind of duplicated the door bit, but I may have to alter it slightly. Because from there, I'm going to have to bring it out again. Either that or I'm going to have to do that. I'll replace it with the right blocks afterwards. Because I need a bit of space to put a wall in. And then I can pull it around. Because you're not going to work there. Nope, that wouldn't work. It'd have to be back here. Let's correct it on the other side while I'm thinking about it. Apologies, it's not much building today. It's more a case of trying to figure out how the hallway is going to go. Okay, that was a lag spike. Then I've got to figure out the kitchen bit. How wide we're going to do the doorway into it. Need to be at least here. Just a hidden bit. So how do I... Not like that. Four. Okay. Okay, time to move more shulkers. I know I'm going to have lots of blank area. Hiya, Audible Sam, how are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good day. Right. You doing good? You finally got ahead on emails at work? You have a moment to breathe? Oh, that's cool. It's good when that happens, that you actually get a moment. So how wide do I want these corridors? Fifteen, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That'd be a big corridor. And I have to remember I'm going to bring, the thing is, I want to bring pillars in. Yeah, it's the first time for a while. At the moment it's a case of Monday, Tuesdays are TC days. Fridays have been Subnautica days, purely because TC wasn't available one day. The server was down for some reason, and I figured I'd stream Subnautica for that day. As soon as I finish Subnautica, I will switch back to TC on that day as well. But it's a case of getting time and at the same time, like you say. Right, so that comes there. Now, would I want... be that... with another block here and here. At least. Then probably hide it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So I did 21, so if I do 21 between them, one. So we then have a pillar there. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I've got 2 left. So let's make it 22. No, that wouldn't work. It needs to come out around the corner. Get rid of you. You're in the way. I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing for the hallways. You've been enjoying the Subnautica? That's cool. Yeah. As understandable with it being the 4th. So 1, 2. That's not going to work. So it'd be 1, 2. No. It'd have to be 3 on the corner. Oops. And then 1, 2, 3. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25. That's 21. Okay, so 21, 22, 23. It'd be here. Nine, 10, 1, 22, 23. And then if I've counted right, oh yeah, we've been working on a cathedral. Let's fly up so you get a view of it. So it's a chapel cathedral, pipe organ. So the pipe organ goes over here. With the pulpit. So that's there. The choristers' pews are here. I still have an altar to do. I also need to do a font and some statues. I can't claim credit for it. It was somebody else's design that I've updated to this version. I think it was about an 8-year-old design. So I can't claim credit for that, but it is beautiful. It was done in a lot of oaks and spruce for the length of time ago it was. But it seems to work well, and the glass seems to be okay, and so does the ceiling. If I won't be a second, I'll just remove the resource pack, then you get a bit more of a feel of the build. I've still got things to do in those bits, but it's definitely getting there. I'm just banging my head against a wall about the altar at the moment, because it's a matter of getting something that would look good in this build. Which is why bamboo fence in place of wall. Bamboo fence. It might be worth a try. can have a look. I have plenty of bamboo, so as soon as it restarts we can give it a try. I'm always more than happy to. So yeah, the chapel's is getting there. There's still, like I say, bits to do. But I've been doing the tedious bits of putting the castle toppers on, etc. Oh, and I built, I'll show you once we get reconnected. I built some portals over the weekend as well. Almost there. Like I say, we'll try the bamboo fences. It may be the wrong colour, but it doesn't hurt to try. You don't try, you don't know. I was hoping there was going to be some copper walls, but there weren't any copper walls. Why we don't have copper walls, I don't know. We have slabs and we have stairs and we have fences. Sorry, not fences. We have slabs, stairs and trapdoors. Definitely it could use expanding on. You're right there. Okay. And let's go. Boo. Let's give those a try. You. I need more of you. I think it's a bit too thin. But I won't know for sure until I put the other bits in. Yeah, like you say, it's a right colour. It's just that was my thinking on it, the thinness of it. But let's. Know what I want. Come on. Where are you? You're over here. I have a bamboo farm, so it's not like it's a big deal. Ah, okay. Nope, it's joining on. That's a shame. The reason why it's walls, so it doesn't join. That makes sense. Hi Firefly, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. Yeah. It's definitely a good colour. It's a shame we don't. The copper walls would have been a good idea if we had copper walls, or if we had bamboo walls, but we don't. So I guess we'll live with that. But yeah, as I was saying, I was working on the nether portals this weekend. And we now have some nether portals on part of the build. One over there and one here. So we're not doing too bad. I've also put the toppers on the towers and the roofs on. So the castle is now has roofs all over the place instead of having rain come in. Which helps a great deal. So let's dump these lot off. Not in there. And we don't need those either. Right, so it's 21 wide. I'm not sure if there's going to be a cross passageway or else if it should just go straight down. Thank you for the follow, Sam. It is much appreciated. How did your stream go today, Firefly? Hopefully it went well. It was good. You managed to get enchantments going and full diamond. Oh, that's awesome. $20.21. Okay, so... Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie. I've left a spawnable spot somewhere. And... so that would turn a corner here instead. though it'll be a bit weird in this corner. Corrupted the save on your one block world, so I had to start over in a new world. Ouch. And I take it there was no previous version, say, on your folder that it was saved in? Because I know my Windows 11 does a previous version every week, but it only saves the one version of it. Because it's a shame to lose a world. It really is. I thought I'd lost a lot of data this weekend. Oh. You were only a week in, so you weren't too. It wasn't too bad. Oh, I'm glad it wasn't too bad. Yeah, my one of my external drives decided to corrupt this weekend, which was a pain because it had a whole lot of stuff on it, so it took me a lot of time on Sunday to fix it. So let's take you this way. Yeah, there's always the external drives. Right, so I see what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around and go across in this section. Oh, am I? No, I'm not. I've changed my mind. So I need to take is that about there? Not far off. How many blocks did I give myself on this side? Oh, it's good to catch you too, even for a few minutes. Definitely. You have a great evening, okay? Take care of yourself and have fun. And hopefully this world you'll have a great deal of fun in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I only see you next time as well. So it's 3 blocks. I said I got rid of most of the rain, but looks like I missed a little bit of doorway. Right, so is that about right? I'm not sure. Is the answer. It's not going up as high as this, but I would like to at least make it reasonable. Yep, okay. So this would be block 1. So that's block 1, 2, 3. How do you match up? You're not too bad. So you match up there. 1, 2, and then you come along here. Apologies, like I say, it's more of a measuring out stream, so tomorrow can actually start figuring out the build. Right, so now I need to make sure I'm 21 blocks away from here. 18, 19, 21. That's where it turned the corner. Okay. And this hallway could go to that door at the bottom. So where did I put... What I'm after, where are you? Here we go. Let's put the light level on so I can find that one block that's spawnable. So where are you? Well, it's a lot more than one block. There we go. So how wide is this doorway? Because eventually what I want is, when I fill it in, I want this to go down to a dock at this doorway. How wide are you? 1, 2, 3. 11, 12. 12. I said 21. That's 9. Eesh. I'm changing from an even to an odd. That's okay. 9. So I'd go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I can shape it out a little bit. Pull it in and shape it out. We can do that. Which would then give me... No, it wouldn't give me you. Stop being dippy. It would give me you. What are we doing? I usually don't do the measuring out on stream. But it was a case of I didn't want to dig out the dungeon either on stream. That didn't seem like a good thing to do either. I may do something similar in this entrance hall as I did in the main entrance hall and slope it down to the to the doorway, but just have it a narrow entranceway, unlike that one. Let's light things up, otherwise we'll have creepers spawning, just like that. Hello. Yep, definitely building inspectors. And that gives me plenty of space on the in this area for more rooms. Still got a lot of castle interior to build. That's all I can say. I also need to fill in some of the floor. Right. So where are you? You're all the way over here. Okay. No, not you. I'm wondering about, thinking about block pallets. I don't want to use dark oak trapdoors, because I've used them a lot. So I'm wondering about maybe note blocks, because they kind of have... I approximately know where we're going now with this. So let's just join up this corner. And then let's see if we can figure out a block pallet in one section of it. They do look very good, Sam. It's why I use them in the chapel. And I think I use them in the great dining hall too. There we go. Because I can bring that around 3 edges and then we can have it go down here to that main hall. We could bring that down that side, come across here again and go down, which will break up the castle a little bit. Let's pop you into... Let's put the... Where are you? There we go. And go there. Right, so note blocks are wood and redstone. Okay, so let's go. And it doesn't matter what type of wood. And I should have a whole bunch of bamboo. Let's turn that off before it becomes annoying. Gone too far. think it's up here I need to go. Yeah. I need to fix this thing. It's not right because it keeps getting stuck. You see what I mean? And then it burns all the bamboo. Because this lot gets filled up. Only I'm not sure how I add it to it. Mangrove is the one you keep looking for excuses to use. Mangrove is an awesome block. Which way? This way. For in here, what I've done with the mangrove is I've got the dark oak just behind the mangrove, and it puts a little kind of cross shape. Race conditions. Do you need to add an additional tick delay? Possibly. Let's give that a try. Because something needs... I need to do something with it. We'll give it a try and see how that goes. It's just a case of it just keeps locking itself up. Which is a shame because it's burning more than it's making. But yeah, I like mangrove as well. I think I actually have some mangrove. That's jungle. Oak. Okay. It must be over here. I know I've seen some. And I know I have more than that. I need to pick up some of these empty shulkers. Where are you? Mangrove might go well with it. Okay, I know I have some because I saw it earlier. And this is why I have thousands and thousands of open shulkers in my stats. Here we go. Well, we've got one note block. Lord knows where I've put it. It's here somewhere though. Right. The only issue would be the redstone. So I would need to trade for some, which isn't too bad. Where are you? I know I've got redstone as well. See, I knew I did. Let's put you away. Right. Yep, I can convert this. That's awesome. I know you don't get as many planks out of it. But seeing as I have a farm, it will make it easier. Can put that together. You're here somewhere. Go. Right. So this level should be the floor because we've got the block up one. Not sure what we're going to do with the floor yet. What woods do I have? Mangrove may be really good. If I could, we'll try with what we've got. I may have to. The problem is, if I use mangrove, I've then got to either collect a lot of it, or I need to find a shop that actually sells it. Come on, you're here somewhere. I just put you away. So, my other option is also dark oak. Do I have any dark oak? If I do, it's down here. Oh yeah, they definitely make it very difficult to collect, Sam. And you don't get many blocks per tree either. Which is another thing. At least with the dark oak, you can get pretty much a stack and a bit, or at least a stackish per tree. Oh, here we go. That's where it is. I knew I had some. Yeah. That's spruce. I don't think I actually have much dark oak, purely because I use so much in the build. I think I went through 4 or 5 shulkers of it. You filled 2 shulkers of mangrove leaves for 1 stack of logs. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Okay, looks like I don't have any dark oak left. It looks like I used all of it. Gives me 9 stairs to start with. I wonder if I have some stairs in storage. Let's go check storage. That's okay. Some days I can fly through that hole, other days I can't. And today's a day I can't. Right, what do we have? Oh, we have a whole shulker of mangrove. I'm not going to complain on that. Nope. No dark oak. Was worth a look. The question is what we do. Pretty sure I don't have dark oak here. Because this is the stuff we were using for building the forest. Spruce, okay. Okay, so I need, doesn't matter. I'm going to match it up with this. And it need to come in 3. It's not going to be that block, and it's not going to be there either. I just want a block to put things around. Because obviously I need a floor level. Okay. Are note blocks? Oh yeah, the copper grates are awesome. I must admit, I think they worked out when I was in here. I know you don't see the lighting, but at least you get the lighting coming up through the copper grates. But I use the jungle in here. But yeah, copper grates might look cool. They may work well in the pillars. And we'd have a bunch of blocks. For the floor. What have we got? Don't particularly care at the moment. It's just so I'm standing on it. Okay. Mangrove trapdoors. Nope, that won't work. It needs a bigger contrast between it. I'll say a bigger contrast, but they look just like brass cold air returns you've seen in old churches. Yeah, I know which ones you mean. The Victorian venting system. Okay. I'm using way too much copper in this build, that's all I can say. We checked my stats earlier and almost was about 20,000-ish copper blocks and 29,000 copper trapdoors and nope, I don't like that. Okay. So maybe we don't do that. We're going to make a run to the shopping district. See if I can pick up some dark oak. I'm wondering about stripped dark oak again. Rather than stairs, etc. So I'm wondering if we end up with it being, instead of it being a stair, just a solid block. And if the stripped would be better. Hang on. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Won't be a second. Before we go spend a fortune on it, let's just grab a couple of blocks from here and test. I'm not convinced of the note blocks. Let's not that much of them, if that makes sense. I think it's the lines that are the problem. There's just too many of them. Yeah. Doesn't mean to say they won't work as an edge. Do I have any? If I did, they'll be over here. Because this is the last place I used the copper grates. Nope. I accidentally made these in my inventory the other day while I was trying to make something else. Nope, I can't convert those to grates. I was trying to add wax to them and I misclicked and made 4 stacks of those out of 4 stacks of copper blocks. I wasn't happy. It was an expensive mistake. Right, so where did I put those? Nope. Spruce. Where's the spruce? Hi Ali, how are you doing? Thank you for the meow. Hopefully you're having a good day. So let's put you in there. Okay, where did I have the spruce? Oh, I know where I had the spruce. You good? Yeah, we're doing okay. We're getting there. So at the moment, I'm trying to figure out the hallways that will go around the build and what design we're going to do with it. The chapel's coming along. Hang on. Is this where I put the dark oak? No. That's where I put the music because I was trying to do an auto loader with the music discs, but it doesn't work. Which is a shame. I was hoping to do one of the discs kind of sounds like a churchy music. I was hoping to have an organ-ish kind of sound in there. But I couldn't get the auto loader to work. Which was a shame, but it is what it is. Right, so let's try some stairs. I also made some portals over the weekend. Finally, for a good a reasonably good design for them outside. Nope, that won't work. Maybe I pull something similar as what I did in here. But what I was thinking was using a green terracotta out here. But we've got green in the chapel, so I put these back. I keep leaning more and more and more towards those dark oak trapdoors. But we have... So I won't use the spruce ones. They're really good as docking, but they're not much good here. Where are you? I was thinking about those for flooring. I was thinking... I wonder about the granite. Hang on. That bit there. I'm terrible at floors. Problem is I need to bring lighting into it. I can't not have lighting. So if I did how many of those do I have left? Just 10, that's fine. That'll do for now. Then I'd need to put something underneath as well. It means I slice the tops. How are you doing today? So maybe could then put that there. Would give us that on there. Oh, thank you, fantabulous one. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm ticking along. I can't complain. Now let's have a look. I think I used granite and brown terracotta in the kitchen, didn't I? Yeah. But I'm not sure I would want to pull the kitchen floor out into a posh hallway. So I'm not sure about that. So maybe, because it's 21, how wide is this? Yeah. We need dark oak. We're going to have to go buy some. Everything in my head is screaming dark oak. The thing is, with the dark oak trapdoors, as I was saying, I've made some portals. So we have 2 of these on this side. Eventually we'll have a 3rd one in that corner and a 4th one down on the island itself. Oh, we've hit the 2-hour mark. Of course we have. Okay, let's see who's streaming, who I can send you guys to. And then I'll go get some tea. Let's open up in a new tab. Okay, Impulse is streaming, so I will send you guys Impulse's way. Just let me grab the information, copy. Slash. Apologise for me if you need to. But it's time I actually went to get something to eat. I didn't want to eat most of today because it's just been too warm. So it is time to have tea. I will see you all later. Take care. Have fun. For those who can make it tomorrow, I look forward to seeing you. If not, whenever next you can. Bye now.